I think we're live now, right? I thought I was going to hit it. Hi, everyone. Hang on one second. Happy Earth Day! Happy Earth Day to you! Happy Earth Day to you! Happy Earth Day, dear Earth people! Happy Earth Day to you! Happy Earth Day! It is Monday, April 22nd. Happy Passover for those who celebrate. And yeah, here we are. We did a show with Kathy Beal earlier, so make sure you check that out. The sign above me says wins. What wins? Love wins. All right, as you can see, we're on StreamYard tonight, which is a little more challenging for me, but let's get to it, shall we? How was your weekend? How was your day? I also want you to check out not only Spirit Talk Podcast, which we did today, because next week's going to be quite busy for me. Spirit Talk Podcast with Kathy Beal. And the other thing is I want you to check out my Earth Day Eve reading of a book. So check that out. Rose participated in the first Earth Day in 1970 by planting trees on a burned hillside. Nice! I know there's some celebrations and cleanups going on this coming weekend, kind of a little on the later side. Let's take a look at, there's a picture of planet Earth. We shall take care of her. We shall, because with all the other stuff that's going on, none of it matters if we don't have a planet, right? Today, all the news was about Trump and New York City. Pretty much all of it. Oh, thank you, Gloria. My day was good. My day was a little scattered because I've got to pack. I've got to pack to get out of here by next week. Love to the earth. So the loser continues to be losing his mind. We're going to start with that. We're going to start with what's going on there in New York. Yes, we are. And there's some wackadoodle astrology things going on. So if you're feeling like you don't know which way is up, a lot of people are feeling that way. So don't be too concerned. We're going to pull 3 cards about tomorrow's gag order little hearing, because Trump has been not adhering to the gag order at all, not even one little bit. And I feel like he's doing it because he wants to go to jail. He wants the hype of going to jail. He wants the hype of bringing Judge Merchan to that point. Saw a political ad on Morning Joe. The loser wouldn't pass a background check for a job at your local mall, and they want to give him the nuclear codes. He falls asleep. I mean, that's a pretty good reason for him not to be president. So what he has done is egged the judge on, egg him on, like, go ahead and try it, right? So he's doing kind of a dare thing. And tomorrow there is a hearing about at least 7 violations of the gag order. So we're going to read a few cards about that, how that's all going to play out. And I think he gets fined like $1,000 for each violation, which is not enough if you ask me. He fell asleep again today. I'm not surprised. Oh, Michelle booked a reading. Yay! Let's ring the bell for you. By the way, there's something wrong with my camera, and I'm all like fogged. It's all. I have the Carrie Lake thing going on, and I didn't. It's not intentional. So I'll try to fix that later. Let's pull 3 cards about how it's going to go tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'm foggy, I know. I'm definitely foggy. And I switched out for my to use my other iPad, but it wasn't I couldn't get on StreamYard on my other iPad, and so this is like the Carrie Lake thing, but I'm not trying to be like Carrie Lake. Believe me, I am not. And then I couldn't get on StreamYard from my little iPad, and then because we started a Church of Spirituality YouTube channel, that screwed up with my being able to access this channel. You guys know what I go through. It's constant. Lean my camera. And you know, while I'm going through all of this, I was just kind of reflecting on how challenging it is. Can I just take a moment? How challenging it is to be dealing with all this stuff and doing a show 3 times a week. It's, you know, hats off to all the YouTubers, all the people that have channels. It's not an easy gig, especially when you're kind of flying blind. Thank goodness for Terry. Let's hear it for Terry behind the scenes, making my life easier, talking me off the ledge. Tomorrow, Trump's trial. 8 of Swords. It looks like there's 8 counts of violating the gag order. I look like a ghost. Let's just pretend I'm in the other dimension. Woo! There you go. Zircon's like, I couldn't do it. Thank you for your support. Yeah, man. I mean, it's been like 4 years of having a YouTube channel. Not only this, but Church of Spirituality. I remember one time, just briefly, that I was doing Church of Spirituality. I think it was on my birthday. It was in December, a couple years ago. My phone just died in the middle of it. And now there's balloons. And I literally stopped Church of Spirituality, went to the phone store and got a new phone, came back. I did half of the service, and then I took a break, and then I did half of the service afterwards. So, yeah, I'm very determined. Thank you, Darren. So tomorrow, 8, it looks like 8 violations of the gag order will be up for him. 8 of Swords is the jail card. Thank you for your support. It means a lot. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be around $9,000-$10,000 for violating the gag orders, right around that. And the King of Swords is Judge Mershon. He's not taking any crap. Yeah. Kalani, where you been? Good to see you. Welcome, everyone. Hello, John. This is Judge Mershon's not going to take any more crap. So he's going to definitely fine him for violating the gag order. Here's the question we want to ask. Is he going to put him in jail? Which I keep getting an affirmative on that. Let's grab a pendulum, shall we? Is Judge Mershon going to, well, let's say it this way. Is he planning to give Trump some jail time? Yes. Overnight in the clinker, Zircon? Let's see. He won't be able to shut up. No, it's compulsive. He's addicted to spewing BS and getting a reaction. The man has never said a true statement ever, I don't think. Okay, is he actually going to give him jail? Well, he's planning to send him to the clinker. Let's take up a collection for him. Let me see. So Judge Mershon is planning to, that's in his head, jail. Is he actually going to do it? Undecided as of yet. Undecided. All right, well, let's see. Let's ask this. Is Trump going to give the judge a hard time about this? Is he going to give the judge a hard time about this gag order thing? No. I'm almost getting the sense that things fly out of his mouth, Trump's mouth. Things fly out of his mouth and he doesn't even, it's so reactive and it's so compulsive that he doesn't think about, and I've said this many times about him, he doesn't really, how most people, normal people, think about the consequences. Like, if I do this, then this might happen. If I do this, then this might happen, right? Trump doesn't do that. And I guess that's the way his brain got wired, because he's never suffered consequences, right? Doesn't that make sense? Let's gather some Trump bucks for him. I'm on Damon alert. If you see Damon in the chat, let me know. Because I had something to tell him, but it's going to have to wait. It's going to have to wait if he doesn't show up. Just saw former Republican Lieutenant Governor Michael Steele clapping when Letitia James said she was going after 45's properties. You just saw that? Because I know that she was saying that she was looking at the 40 Wall Street. Yeah. Let's read on that. Let's read on when it comes to Letitia James, if she's going to start seizing his property, because his bond wasn't, the bond money wasn't good. We have an Earth Day joke, dad joke. What's the difference between weather and climate? You can't weather a tree, but you can climb it. Let's hear it for the first dad joke of the night. Woohoo! Alrighty. His mental capacity won't let Smelly Don the Con be quiet. Yeah, it's an addiction. When I tune into Trump and I try not to for too long, think about what's going on in his brain, it feels to me like he doesn't, how he's always attacking Joe Biden and saying he doesn't have any cognitive function and all that. It's like we can see how much he projects. So when I think about Trump's brain, he doesn't, the thoughts don't really connect. And I've felt that for a long time, and that's kind of a speedy thing. Will the judge order a psych test? Well, do judges do that? Is there anybody here? Kathy's in the chat. I don't know if judges order psych tests. Can somebody tell me about that? Warren's not here. He told me he couldn't be here. Kathy, I don't know if she's still here. Let's ask the pendulum. When all else fails. The way to get Trump mad, yell at him, you are from Queens. No offense to the people in Queens. That's funny. Let me pull 3 cards. A judge can't just order a psych test. So the pendulum says no. Right. Angela in the chat saying, will the judge order a psych test? I guess you're not a lawyer. Nor am I. So a judge can't order a psych test. So who can order a psych test? I don't feel it coming to that. A competency test? He would have failed miserably. All right, 3 cards on that. On his addiction to, oh yeah, he's definitely addicted. Oh, gotta cover up the cards. He's addicted. This is a lover card, which is just like a compulsion, an addiction to. He's definitely, his brain is definitely, doesn't know how to lie, doesn't know how to be reactive, doesn't know how to be bullying. He just, when I say doesn't know how to, I mean he cannot. His brain is so wired to be reactive the way that he is that he really cannot. The 9 of Wands. Yeah, Trump is going to blah, blah, blah. He's not going to shut up at all. Not even a little bit. And he will be fined. I'm feeling like he will be fined. Yeah, he's too far gone. I agree. Australian government taking on Musk about taking down violent scenes. Hello, Australia. Good to see you. You think that, do you want me to read on the Australian government taking on Musk about taking down violent scenes from Twitter? A judge can to determine mental capacity, but Kathy Bill's a lawyer, and she said a judge doesn't do that. A party can, and the judge grants it. Guess we're not really clear on the psych test for Trump, but he's taken a lot of dementia tests. All right. So over the weekend, there was, the House passed the Ukraine aid bill. And so that's excellent. We're happy about that. And I'm going to just pull 3 cards about MAGA Mike. I really do feel like I wasn't totally surprised. I've always seen Ukraine aid getting to Ukraine. I wouldn't have guessed that it would have taken this long. We'll get back to Trump in a second. I wouldn't, well, it's all connected, right? I wouldn't have thought that it would have taken this long. I really think that MAGA Mike had no choice. And I also think this is a testament to Joe Biden's ability to negotiate with anything with anyone. I really get that Mike Johnson saw some and heard about some horrifying things, and that kind of pushed him over the edge. And then just so you know, MAGA Mike is not as crazy as Trump, because Donald Trump would throw his kids under the bus in a heartbeat, and MAGA Mike apparently was thinking about his son going into the Naval Academy. So we're going to pull 3 cards about how it's going to go for him, because we know Marjorie Taylor Greene wants him ousted. But I feel, we talked about this afternoon, Kathy and I. Marjorie Taylor Greene wants him ousted, but she doesn't have the votes. She doesn't have the support. Yeah, I just said that. His son's in the military. MAGA Mike. I'm getting this card again. Okay. I just shuffled them. This is what Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing, is going to shine a light on more things that she's doing. Because, and I don't think she's going to be the one that ousts MAGA Mike. I really sense that MAGA Mike will be pushed aside, because the Democrats will be in the majority. So Judgment, this is about MAGA Mike. Judgment and the Sun. That what has just happened with Marge just being like, oh, I'm so mad that they didn't help Putin. I'm just going to tell it like it is. I can't believe that you won't help Putin win the war and take over Europe. She might as well just say that, right? And what's happened is, because Mike Johnson went ahead and brought the bill to the floor, more light is being shown on Marjorie Taylor Greene, as she's being kind of, you know, not accosted, but she's kind of being hounded by the press. What do you think of this, right? And so what she thinks of it is, she's angry. I mean, she's livid that we wouldn't help Putin. And so the Sun card is like, it's becoming clearer and clearer what's going on there. And the Nine of Wands is she's just going to keep blabbing. And the more she blabs, she's just like Trump. We were talking about the Gemini energy, the negative side of the Gemini energy. We all have negatives to our signs. That she will just keep talking. Gemini is the talker, right? She'll just keep talking. She's not going to shut up either. Why don't we all send Marjorie Trader Green a sorry about your bad luck card, Missy? I don't think she'd listen to us. She was having a meltdown. Yeah, she really was losing it. But the more she does that, the clearer it becomes. It's just like it's putting on full display. I love Putin and I hate democracy, right? That's what's happening. Will Jack Smith finally take a good look at Marjorie Trader Green? I've probably said that I've seen that for the past 5 months or longer. I've always seen Jack Smith. He has been taking a good look at all the evidence that she was involved in January 6th, as was MAGA Mike. Is Marjorie Trader Green's mom a Russian? You lost me on that one. Yeah, I'm in total agreement. That's that Marjorie Trader Green is a Russian asset. She's pretty much just coming out and saying it, which is what the Sun card is about. And the Judgment card. So she's going to be judged by her response to the United States of America being on the side of democracy. Dad joke, what do you call a wreath made out of $100 bills? Aretha Franklin's. That's cute. That's cute. I like it. So the light will be shown more brightly on her because she's going to keep blabbing her big mouth about how mad she is that we're giving Ukraine, our allies, our democratic friends, help and avoiding World War III in Europe. Marjorie Trader Green, a Russian asset. Yeah. I mean, even if you just if you don't have hard evidence that she's a Russian asset, you can legitimately say that Marjorie Trader Green is in fact a Russian asset because she's giving them the advantage. She's given the Kremlin the advantage and saying that she's angry. She cannot believe that we've done this. That's an asset. Can't believe that we're helping Ukraine. Let's not forget. I mean, I went off of my YouTube channel when Russia invaded Ukraine. That was a shocking, tragic, terrifying, awful thing. All right. Oh, so I see what you're saying now. Innocent Potato, Darren, is saying, remember years ago when a lot of Russian women came to the U.S. to have babies here? Makes me wonder, not sure how old Marge is, but it wouldn't surprise me if her mom was one of those. I can ask. I did not know that. No, I don't get that. I don't get that her mom is one of the Russian women that came here and have had babies. Electra Storm, are you really asking me how does Putin feel about the aid to Ukraine? That doesn't take a psychic, right? Marjorie Trader Green is like the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz when water is thrown on her. I'm melting. Craig. You have destroyed my wonderful wickedness. Oh, I'm not sure it's that easy to destroy your wonderful wickedness. Not sure about that. But yeah, definitely water's been thrown on her. Uh-huh, for sure. Wikipedia mentions her dad, not her mom. You can Wikipedia somebody to find out who their parents are? I did not know that either. Kathy, I'll do the reveal next time. Damon has to be here. I forgot to tell you that part. Come back on Wednesday night, and I'll tell you what I was going to reveal. It's just something that happened. It's nothing like major. All right, so let's pull 3 cards. Now, the Putin Republicans, they went. Is it just me, or do they keep going on vacation? They keep leaving. They make a mess and then they leave. I mean, is it just me? Or do they always go on this many breaks? Let me ask the pendulum, because it's new to me that they go on this many breaks. I thought they were supposed to make the final vote on Ukraine aid tomorrow. All right, so let me, have they always had this many breaks? No, I'm going to look that up. Darren, enjoyed me and Kathy today. Yeah, that was a good show. A lot of great information. No, this is extraordinary how many breaks they're taking. And then they leave. Yeah, what a gig, right? They do a little messing up stuff, and then they go, we're going away for 2 weeks. What the heck? Oh, the aid passed, yeah, already in the Senate. Yeah, okay. Okay, so then off they went. I thought it was tomorrow too. I thought the Senate was voting on it tomorrow. The House passed it over the weekend. So then they're gonna go away. Thank you, Maria, giving me a little endorsement there. Will Trudeau be in jail or resign? No. Justin Trudeau is not going to jail. Are you in Canada, Justice Warrior? I see your name is Justice Warrior, so I guess you want Trudeau to be. What was Justin Trudeau? Was he caught up in some kind of money, illicit money scam or something? He's not going to jail. The Senate passed the aid already. Okay, so we're good. All right, well, that's good. Let's ring the bell. And then they went on vacation. So we're going to pull 3 cards about the Republicans in general. You notice that I only have been using the nefarious people cards. Magicians, martyrs, and madmen tarot. And some naked people. Yes, there are naked people in this deck. YouTube doesn't seem to get upset about that. Both of Marjorie Trader Green's parents are American. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you have the scoop on that. NYE dad joke. I'm not impressed with the organizers of the New Year's Eve celebration at Times Square. They always drop the ball. Ha 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 ha. That one's for the end of the year. 3 cards on the Republicans. The so-called Republicans. The whole party. What's going to happen? All right. The whole Republican Party. What's going to happen? The United States is going to prevail without them. Without their cooperation. Here's the 8 of Cups. I'm reading on the Republican Party. The 8 of Cups is indicative of they've kind of cooked their goose. This is like what all the damage that they've done can't be undone. You can't, unscramble the eggs here. So the Republican Party is done. They're cooked. This is the 8 of Cups. They've done too much bad stuff in the past. They can't fix it. And the star is that democracy prevails. Democracy prevails over them. And the 2 of Pentacles, the Republican Party is going to become exceedingly weak. Exceedingly weak. And it's starting now. And I just want to tell you that I had a really strong feeling after the aid package for Ukraine passed yesterday. I compared it to this. If anyone here has ever run a road race, I used to do that on a regular basis. I would love to run road races. There's a certain point in the race. There's like the first half of the race, just using this as an analogy. And it's really tough and really tough and really tough. And you're like, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep my energy up, I gotta keep this momentum going. And then when you reach the halfway point, and it's literally, it feels like it's downhill from there. That's where we are now. The toughest part of dealing with the Republican Party has passed. We kind of turned a corner. We got to the middle of the race, of the road race, and we know from now on we have to keep going, we have to keep running, but it's going to be easier. Better dad joke. If you see a robbery at an Apple store, you automatically become an eyewitness. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. All right. Chuck Hebner says the biggest guns in the heaviest industry with its relatively high living standards are not enough to check the psychic infection spread by religious fanaticism. Yeah. Let's read on that. Let's read on the religious fanaticism. Let's read on these people, these Christian nationalists that want a nationalist movement in the United States, and they want everyone to be a Christian. Well, I don't know how that's going, because Christianity has lost its, churches have lost their appeal to a great degree. So, how is Christian nationalism going to go? Now with all these abortion bans, taking away women's rights, treating women like they're not citizens. Yeah, let's see how that's going to go. Christo-nationalist fascists. Yes. I'm just pulling 3 cards on how that's going to go. Oh, not good. Not good. They see, the thing about the Christian nationalists that want they want the United States to be a Christian nationalist, a theocracy. Sorry if I don't know the language. I don't know if you're a troll, and I don't know what to do with that. Anyway, back at the Christian nationalists. They want, we have to remember the Pilgrims came here and they wanted freedom from religious persecution, right? And that's what they want to go back to. Will churches ever lose their tax exempt status? Not really. No, I think it'll be reined in. I think there'll be more rules, but they won't lose their tax exempt status. I don't see that. Haba's still running her mouth. Yeah, I saw that. As far as Christian nationalism in a country that was founded on religious freedom, it's not going to work, because I have the 9 of Swords here. It's not going to work. They're going to inflict a lot of pain. We know that. They're going to cause a whole, what they're doing, these Christian nationalists, with all the abortion bans and everything, like the stupid idiots in Arizona that took away women's rights and then they applauded. If it makes you feel any better, if you saw that, that's a minority. That's not most people. An autocratic democracy is what they want. There's no such thing as an autocratic democracy. Democracy is democracy. Autocracy is autocracy. I know I get your point, James. I'm just saying. And the 10 of Cups. Okay, so how Christo-fascism is going to go is be ready for a lot of hype, a ton of hype. Yeah, MAGA wants an autocratic theocracy. Theocracy, that's the word. But just be ready for a whole lot of they're just gonna flood the airwaves with all this nonsense. Thank you, Maria. So just don't let it get to you, because it will. I mean, if you get too into it, it's gonna get to you. You're gonna be really angry, and I'm trying to figure out how to describe what I'm seeing. It's going to be all over the news. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like when they're saying, oh, Trump, he's ahead. Oh, Trump's going to win. And you see all this, and it's not true. Propaganda. So look for the Christo-fascist nationalist movement towards theocracy to be a whole lot of stuff without any substance. It's not grounded in anything. What's weird is in Michigan, the Islamic community likes MAGA, but I guess they don't understand that MAGA hates them. I always tell, I've trolled in a chat before and told the Trumpsters, Trump hates you. That's not a lie. Hello. Yes, like Trump. Let's see how this week is going to go. I'm only using the malicious people cards. When we read on something better, I'll switch decks. How's this week going to go legally? Oh, we do have to read on the Supreme Court. Thomas, before we do that, we need a dad joke. Dad, driving past a cemetery, did you know anyone living in a 3-mile radius of a cemetery isn't allowed to be buried there? Me, no, I had no idea. How come? Dad, yeah, you're not allowed to bury the living. So that's a variation on when you drive by a cemetery and you say, do you know how many people are buried in that cemetery? All of them. Right? That's a dad joke, too. What did the ocean say to the beach? Nothing. It just waved, says James. I think that Thomas might have said that joke before. Okay. Yeah, we needed a couple dad jokes before we go into the Supreme Court. Clarence Thomas needs to recuse himself. Ginny was all in on the insurrection. She doesn't even deny it. She was texting Mark Meadows. What the hell? They should not be questioning whether Donald Trump, who incited a violent riot on the country he swore an oath to protect, they should not be hearing this. They should not be hearing this. Oh, Dale's mentioning group hug. I totally forgot. See? That's what happens when Warren's not here. It's Passover. He has an excuse. Oh, I have 4 cards instead of 3. The Supreme Court. I'm just asking what we're going to see. Well, it's kind of a yes or no question, but I'm seeing the sun shining a light on what's really going on. The sun keeps coming up. Yes, the sun comes up every day. I mean, the sun card keeps coming up, and the sun is saying what the Supreme Court decides is going to make it very, very, very clear who they are. Whenever I read on this immunity thing, I keep on getting, like my camera tonight. It seems to be a little better, but I don't know. It's kind of fuzzy. It should be clear, but it's kind of fuzzy. The Supreme Court and this immunity thing. They really should not have taken it at all. I don't feel like he'll be given immunity. I don't feel that. But it's almost like the insult to the American people is that they even decided to take this on. Do you remember how mad we were? So, and I haven't read up on the homeless, the question about the homelessness. I haven't gotten into that just yet. Dad joke. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. No idea. Anyway, oh, hang on a second. You have to go to my videos, under the videos, and this is just let's take a little reprise, especially since we just read on the Supreme Court, which is just icky. I found this book, Lobster Garden. I almost said lobster chowder. Lobster Garden, when I went to the bookstore. And under the videos, I'm reading it to you. It's a delightfully punny story about ocean life conservation and cooperation. It's perfect for sparking conversations with a Boston accent. So check it out under the videos. It's pretty good story for Earth Day. All right, it's okay, Michael, that you got here late again. It's fine. You can watch it on replay. Here's a question. Can you ask if SCOTUS decision about immunity will cause more delays for January 6th trial? You mean for Trump? I'm not getting that they're connected. I don't feel like they're connected. I don't feel like what they decide is going to be connected to delays for Judge Chutkan. Here's my pendulum. Is the Supreme Court just because it's already caused a delay, right? So you're asking if it's going to cause another delay. Oh, you sent the book to your grandkids? Lobster Garden? It's so good. It's so good. I sent it. They wanted me to tag them if I made a video about it at the bookstore. They was like, oh, if you do that. Because I said I was going to read it to my YouTube viewers. And so I sent it to them today. So maybe my video will go viral of me reading the book. The authors would love it, I'm sure. Speaking of Earth Day, Biden approved $7 billion for solar grants. That's where we need to be going. Absolutely. We have a dad joke from Nunya. I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Somebody reminded me we haven't done a group hug, so let's do that. Love the earth. Let's do that. Let's just do a group hug, and since it's Earth Day today, let's do a group hug for one another and for the earth. We're all on the earth. We're all part of the earth. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hug for the earth. Can you hear the seagulls? They're talking. They're approving. And the golden girls. Hug the earth. All right, one more. Ready? Hug the earth. Earth hug. All right. Michael liked the dad joke. Thanks for reminding us to do a group hug. All right. Should we throw in a few slides, Terry, or you want to wait till the end? Because I think I want to tell people about 20 on Tuesdays. Tomorrow night we have a Grassroots of Democracy. We have a that's a good way to do it. We do a guided meditation for a healed America, and I'm going to just tell you right now, right here, right now, it's working. So, and you receive a recording of the guided meditation afterwards, even if you're not able to attend the meeting. Just put your email address in at grassrootsofdemocracy.com, and also make sure that you join grassrootsofdemocracy.com so you know about everything that we're doing. Alrighty, I'll just jump to another question. I'm going to ask about whether some of the Republicans will be arrested. I really am. I'm going to ask that question. Are some of the Republicans that were involved in the insurrection going to be arrested? Oh, Michael was watching some Midas Touch hot takes about today's court case. Yes, yeah, Midas touch tends to suck you in, doesn't it? We make sure that we have a hard stop at 1 hour on Monday night so that we can all go watch the show, their Monday night show. The brothers are funny. Let's hear it from Midas touch. The meditations are, thank you, Dale Johnson, for saying that. The meditations that we do every single Tuesday, and it's been for like 2 years now, are very powerful. And if you want to know how to meditate in general, they help you with that. They're guided meditations. I just channel them every single Tuesday. Deb's favorite book about the earth is the Lorax, Dr. Seuss. Definitely. The Might is Mighty. Are any of the Republicans going to go to be arrested for January 6th? Well, I have the death card. That means yes. I keep getting the lover card tonight. Where's Damon? I had something to tell him. And this is his favorite card. The Roman gods. Yeah, because they were in on the insurrection. Yeah, I do see members of Congress of the Republican Party getting arrested. I definitely do. Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's too much obvious glaring evidence for them not to get arrested. So I feel like what's going on with Trump right now is going to set the precedent. People cannot get away with this crap. Or we're not a democracy anymore. Dad joke, if you're American in the living room and you're American in the kitchen, what are you in the bathroom? European. You must have volumes of dad jokes. You have books? That's a funny one. That's a funny one. Tell your friends about PNN. We're the home of the group hug and the dad jokes. Trees are the largest and most spiritually advanced plants on earth. I have to agree with that wonderful quote, Chuck. They are constantly in meditation. Subtle energy is their natural language. Montauk Chia. Great quote. I 100% agree. I talk to trees. I do. I admit it. I talk to trees. They talk back. They hug back too. You're getting a yes on your sunstone pendulum. You asked about Ted and Josh Hawley, that they'll be arrested. Yeah. Yeah, and so what's happening right now is we're in that kind of a funny place in America. Yes, we are in a funny place, for sure. It's an understatement. I have hugged a tree today. Deb's asking, have you hugged a tree today? I most certainly have. So what we're seeing with the loser, we're in this kind of a funny place where we're seeing if justice will actually occur. And once justice starts to happen, in 2024, we see justice more and more as it continues to happen. We see justice as there's going to be some momentum that builds. In 2024, we see justice more and more. And I'm remembering in January, I have my 2024 lunar calendar that my niece designed. And I wrote on the notes, hope restored. Remember, that was a message for 2024. Hope restored. Yes, trees communicate with each other via their root systems. They're very wise beings. Maria's happy Ted and Josh will be arrested. I hope you're feeling better, Maria. Because justice matters. See how those phrases catch on of Glenn Kirshner? Substack and subscribe to Grassroots of Democracy group. Really important. Please share my song about January 6th. I still have to get that one mixed, but it's okay the way it is to send around. Let's choose 3 cards on... I still have the nefarious cards out, so I have to think of a dark topic. Let's look at what... Okay. The Kremlin is banking on Americans being divided, and that's what they're hoping for with this Ukraine aid, that they can divide us. So we're gonna they want that anyway, but I heard some powerful Russian oligarch probably say something about, fine, you're going to give Ukraine aid. Well, we hope you have a civil war. I mean, in Russian. He didn't say it just like that. Okay. Yeah, Glenna, you're right. Yeah, Canada needs America to be strong and democratic. Yeah, we're all in this together, right? We have to kind of, we're all in. Do you ever go to a baseball game and they do the wave? We're like that. We're all part of the wave, right? We'll be like a wave that's crashing. That's in my song. We've got to come together. All right, so Russia. Russia's going to they're going to continue to pretend that they have the upper hand when they don't. They're going to continue to pretend they have the upper hand, Russia, when they don't. So they're just going to go along. They're just like Trump, just going along, thinking he can't lose when we're all calling him a loser, right? Same thing. Same thing. The world needs America to continue to be a democracy. Yes, good to say it. Good. It's good to say it. The world needs America to continue to be a democracy, because I think sometimes, speaking of trees, we can't see the forest for the trees. And we forget the card looked like Zelensky. Yeah. So just know that we're going to find the overall sense of everything I've read tonight has been saying what we see is not really going to be what's really happening. In other words, I keep being reminded about the polls that aren't accurate. There are going to be a lot of things happening that aren't really happening. It's called gaslighting. I changed my sign, but remember the sign I have? It says enough with the gaslighting. Just know that there's going to be a lot of things that you see that make you go, what? That aren't real. And what I see with Russia is that they're going to continue with the bluster. So be aware that there's going to be a lot of bluster. Last dad joke. Nowadays, not many people are called Lance, but in the medieval period, people were called Lancelot. They were called Lancelot. I like it. Let's get some cards out that aren't so dark. And we're just going to read on, we're going to read on the earth. We're going to read on the earth. Margaret Mead said, Earth Day reminds the people of the world of the need for continuing care, which is vital to Earth's safety. Yes, today's a good day to go to consciousplanet.org, which used to be called Save Soil, Sadhguru's Saving Our World's Topsoil Initiative. They are doing a lot of work. Sadhguru's doing better too. I was worried about him. Okay, so we almost lost him. 3 cards about the earth. Remember, the Biden administration is taking steps to combat the damage from global climate change. The Republicans think it's a hoax. Rose is singing United We Stand by the Brotherhood of Man. I don't know that song. Electric Storm says, I always feel if we are serious about saving the earth, Mother Earth would save us from ourselves. I agree. Mother Earth has a consciousness. Yeah, I think that it seems like every single time I've pulled cards tonight, I keep getting the sun. So that really, yeah, Glenna so appreciates Biden in the U.S. Glenna's in Canada. I don't know that song, the United We Stand by the Brotherhood of Man. I'll Google it. As far as the earth, there's a lot of damage that cannot be repaired, but we're going to have a disastrous summer. Sorry. You already know this. It doesn't take a psychic. It's going to be, yeah, I'll Google that song. It's going to be crazy because the sun is going to get really hot. And we will be taking some pretty drastic measures to combat global climate change. But Mother Earth is definitely going to show us her power. For sure. But, I mean, it really feels like tonight, everything I've read on is saying the fog is clearing. The fog is clearing. And just speaking of Joe Biden, they have way outraised the loser. It's just, oh, that's the Bellamy brothers. Oh, cool. Let Your Love Show. It just really feels like all of a sudden, it's like, I don't know if you live in a place where there's a lot of fog. There's often a lot of fog here. We're in a place where the fog is starting to clear. And Kathy Beale and I talked about that months ago. We're all in this together, yeah. Like I played my song for you on Friday on my phone. We've got to come together. All right, so we're going to read some tea leaves. And thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel and please hit the thumbs up. Michael's concerned about Florida. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could make it better. You don't live on the coast I'm kind of in peril where I am, so we'll just pray for the best. But there's nobody that will be untouched by global climate change. Nobody. Let's see what we have here, and then we'll go watch Midas Touch. Because it is Monday. Remember, I'm here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 for our live stream. For a little party with dad jokes and hugs. I see a V there for victory. There's a star there. And there's a V for victory. I apologize for it's not a filter. My lens must be clouded up. It looks like I'm in heaven. Not yet. There's an angel. Oh yeah. There's a big bat over the moon. And there's an angel where the bell is. So a bat over the moon. Hang on a second. I'm trying to remember what a bat means. Bat over, and it's a full moon coming tomorrow. It's a powerful full moon. It's in Scorpio. So be gentle with yourselves. A very busy phase is forecast in the weeks ahead. It may look like it's hard to make much noticeable progress as we go from one thing to another. Yeah. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. It's been a lot of kind of too much to decipher, but it's going in a good direction. So just take the news, in small doses at a time. I see a turkey too. So let's just find out what the turkey means, and then we'll go. Save soil is an almost magical substance. Yes, soil is amazing, isn't it? Read about soil. You won't be able to believe how many organisms are in soil. It's Earth Day. A turkey. I don't see turkey, but let me just look at birds. What's close? It could be a vulture. Be discreet. Keep your hopes and dreams strictly confidential. I would say visualize what you want to see happen with our democracy and kind of keep it quiet. keep it to yourself in terms of, like, this is good advice, actually. Unless you can count on the person that you're talking to about, oh, you know, the Democrats doing great, unless you can count on that person, if you're talking to somebody about it, to be supportive of that idea, don't talk about it. I wouldn't talk about politics to anybody who doesn't really get what's going on here, just to keep your own intentionality really strong. Okay, let's go watch Midas Touch. Please book a reading. My income is 100% dependent on attracting business from you all. So Terry's going to run the slides at the end before she closes it out. Thanks, Terry, for all your help. And we love you profusely. Please check out Church of Spirituality. And please check out my video where I read Lobster Garden. You will love it. It's a really cute story. And share it. Okay. I love you, love you, love you. See you soon. Namaste. Have a good night.